Hello, my beautiful people. How you doing? It is TJ Boy, Terry Boy, the Dark Patriot here, and just want to get on here and kind of keep the ball rolling with the Dark Patriot Speaks, and just have some conversation and just do a little bit of that, do a little bit of this. So I hope everybody's doing good, and I hope everybody is coming off the tail end of flu season fairly well, and it needs to be a thing that happens soon because I think this is probably one of the worst flu seasons in a while. I what was it 3 weeks and some change now. I got through some I got through I got sick 3 weeks ago, and I got through that, and then it came back, and it beat my butt real good. And man, that was not fun. That was not fun at all. And I got through it. But then after that, a rebound happened, and the rebound was worse than the first time around 3 weeks ago. And that is a pattern that has been happening for everybody. And I'm over here living fairly healthy. I love my food. I love food, but I'm still doing what I got to do and eating healthier than I am eating bad. So the chaos from that was just overwhelming, and it got me good. So kudos to you, sickness. And now I'm coming off here and feeling all right. I haven't been able to roll. I haven't been able to do any jujitsu for the simple fact is I don't want to get my teammates sick, and I don't want to draw myself up to being sick again. I'm over it. I don't want to be sick anymore. So there's that, right? So just getting through that chaos and making the decision, just take a pause from rolling for a while, just so I can get all of the gunk, because what I'm left with now is just coughing up chaos out of my lungs. Now I got pneumonia. I passed out pneumonia in the Marine Corps, and it was during the Crucible, and it put me on my butt. It actually landed me in the hospital, where the next day my boys ended up going up Mount MFR, and getting that Eagle Globe and Anchor, and I was not able to attend that ceremony, which broke my freaking heart. But later that day, when I'm sitting in the hospital and I'm recovering, my senior drill instructor walks in to come check on me. He's in his jeans, leather jacket. He's a tall guy, cool guy, right? Um, and his name was Gunnery Sergeant Fontaine. And man, I wish I can find my drill instructors. I really really do. Those guys were definitely like father figures of mine. But Gunnery Sergeant Fontaine came in, and he handed me my Eagle Globe and Anchor, and I had not known the emotional chaos that comes from getting your Eagle Globe and Anchor once you complete Marine Corps boot camp. I had not seen any the emotional videos of recruits turning into Marines, sitting there with their hand out, crying like babies when they get that. Because the reason why we cry is because of the chaos that we endured to get to that point. I mean, chaos. And this is 2000. This is 2000 Marine Corps, and I don't know if I'm sure the feeling is the same for our current boys and girls, but man, that is something else. So senior drill instructor Gunnery Sergeant Fontaine, he comes in and he hands me that EGA. I 100% thought when I went down, because I went down during a body drag, and I hit the ground hard, and all I remember is being in the back of the rig and them taking me to the hospital, and I was gone. I was passed out. I was sick, and I think it was just on top of that heat exhaustion, this, that, and the other. I was done for, right? So I'm laying in my bed there, and I'm sweating it. I'm sweating it. They're gonna push me back. They're gonna push me back to the next unit. They're gonna push me back. I was convinced, but I was the guide. I was top dog. I lost my job once got it back and kept it back. So I graduated in my dress blues out front with the guide on and everything. So I was dialed in. My senior drill instructor came into my room and he handed me my Eagle Globe and Anchor. Oh my God, the best day of my life. Best day of my life. It was just next to having my kid, of course. But that was just so special. And it's like, yep, you get yourself squared away. We'll meet you back at Pendleton. You'll be here for another night, and they're just gonna hydrate you, and you get back in there, Marine. He called me a Marine for the first time, and I just lost it. I lost it. I lost it. I mean, freaking sobbing, sobbing. He freaking gave me that dap. He gave me some dap. I was like, yeah, oh my gosh, that felt free. And it was just amazing. I went on, I got meritoriously promoted to Lance Corporal in boot camp. So that was pretty neat to get that rank on and get those cross rifles coming out of boot camp like that. And I got the traditional boom, boom, pound into my collarbones, and I still remember plucking them out and that feeling, that pluck feeling from those needles going into your collarbone, into your bone like that. It felt so good. And that might sound crazy, I understand, but that's just how we roll. That's how Old Corps roll, and I really hope that that is a tradition that they keep going. So that is still happening, but I don't know. I don't know what they're doing these days. You can only wish for the best for these guys because you want them to be ultimate warriors. You understand that? So, yeah, man, that was definitely a special moment for me, and I'll never forget it. And God bless the Marine Corps and forever and ever. So there's that, right? Okay, so let's get into something, man. I just got done. One of my favorite podcasters that I like to follow. His name is Anthony Brian Logan. I suggest you guys go find this guy. I'll say his name again real slow. Anthony Brian Logan, ABL. And ABL is awesome. He's out of the where's he living now? I think he's in Tennessee now. But he's originally from Virginia area. He was actually near Norfolk. Well, I think he was living near Norfolk in that area because we were over there by NOB and Naval Station Norfolk, but we were with Fast Company in that general area. So we didn't get on the ships. Fast Company didn't get on ships. We got on planes, and when we had to go on missions, we flew everywhere we needed to go. So that was pretty neat. But yeah, when he talks about Norfolk, I always like, woo, Norfolk, Norfolk, and that's pretty cool. But he had a episode, one of his episodes today, on his program, and he had a bit with Ben Shapiro on there. Now, I am not a Ben Shapiro fan. I'm not a Daily Wire fan anymore, and I was. I wish they would release some people that I really like Matt Walsh and Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. They're on a contract with Daily Wire. I just don't like some of the things that Daily Wire has done, especially when it comes to Candace Owens, which is another subject, and Brett Cooper. And these two ladies are outstanding. They were Daily Wire. So yeah, they were. If Ben is super duper smarter than me, but yeah, I'm sorry. His female squadron ruled over there. They held it down and they were great. And I still follow them now with their own shows, Candace Owens and Brett Cooper. So I'm pretty excited about that. But let's go back to what I was talking about with Anthony Brian Logan, talking about Ben Shapiro and what Ben Shapiro had to say. So on the day before the congressional address by with Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, Ben Shapiro, who ended up going to the congressional speech, the day before he got on his show and he got to talking that Donald Trump should pardon Derek Chauvin. Now, Derek Chauvin, if you remember, is the individual that a lot of people blame George Floyd's death on because of the incident of how it appeared that Derek was kneeling down on George's back, and the evidence, and that's what is crazy, because Derek's in jail right now still. Derek Chauvin's in jail right now still, but the evidence has come out that what killed George Floyd was the amount of fentanyl, I believe, that was in the system, and whatever other things that he had going on. Now, um, should George Floyd have died? Nope. And should he have been an idiot in his life? Nope. Did he choose to be an idiot in his life? Yep. But did that warrant his death? Nope. What killed him? His drugs killed him. Did Derek Chauvin kill him? I do not think so, because the evidence shows by the medical autopsy that it was the asphyxiation of the chaos that he put in his own body that took him away from this earth. He was already talking about that he couldn't breathe before the incident between him and Derek Chauvin. So I don't care what people think. Everybody can have their own opinions, and God bless you. And I mean, no disrespect to you and your opinions, but Derek Chauvin didn't kill that man. That man killed that man himself. So there's that. But Ben Shapiro is wanting the president to pardon Derek Chauvin. No, that can be handled in the courts. Derek Chauvin needs to go ahead and appeal that. That's a that's a battle that will only cause chaos. And ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get into hot summer. We are about to get into warm spring, into hot summer. And what we don't want, again, is the mob of people. A lot of those people were paid and bought and paid for to get out in the streets and start burning stuff down. And what are they going to use as what are the Democrats, those evil, nasty little Democrats, going to champion on? They're going to champion on Trump pardoning Derek Chauvin. It's not a move that we need. We have a whole bunch of other stuff going on right now, and one of those stuffs that we have going on right now is not anything to do with Derek Chauvin there. Derek Chauvin wants to get out of jail. He needs to do it on his own, and the courts and his lawyers and whoever else that needs to be a part of that needs to take care of that. That is a dog that don't need to be hunted by President Trump at all right now, because that is only going to cause chaos. But I tell you what, I think the chaos is going to come regardless. I think the stupidity, the brainwashed of people, the people that are suffering from Trump derangement syndrome is so deep. It's so deep that it's gonna try to make its ugly head appear with marches in the street and all this other stuff. I am just dumbfounded by how dumb people are. Yeah, they don't want to hear. They don't want and the Democrats, they're feeding on that. They're trying to prop up all. They're trying to make a comeback, and it ain't working. They're trying to put people in the front of the camera that don't need to be in the front of the camera representing the Democratic Party. Like somebody said, we need a two-party system. Yeah, we need a two-party system. I think a two-party system is fair, because in the old days with the Democrats and Republican, I think it's PragerU, where they show the image of how Democrats and Republicans met in the middle. They met in the middle. They had conversations which led to compromises, especially in things that needed to be done. And back in the day, a lot of things that needed to be done was on the backs of the people being heard. Okay, so there was compromising, and there was great compromises that, I'll give a little if you give a little, you give a little, I give a little, and that was a perfect way to have a democracy. We don't have a democracy. We have a division. The two parties do not come together at all, and that is a huge, horrible mistake that needs to be remedied. But these Democrats, they're so upset right now. They're trying to put up such a fight and stall system with anything that's going on, especially with the Doge thing. That is really what they're banking on, is to be disruptive enough to fight against what anything that's going on with Doge, and freaking these left-leaning judges are out there trying to hold up things like money going here, money going there, that does not, our money, our tax money, that does not need to be going anywhere. It doesn't need to be going anywhere except for American interest. Paying taxes is fine, but no, nobody likes paying taxes. We all know that, right? Nobody should like paying taxes, but we understand that those taxes, if the money is used right, it goes to roads and schools and law enforcement, first responders, things like that, things that's going to make our community run smooth, run smooth. And even when it comes to small town situations, I really hope that money that is going out from the community, I hope those tax dollars are being used wisely. I really don't want to know that our small town governments is doing some bad things with money, pocketing money, only helping out their buddies and all that. I really don't want to know that type of thing is happening, but I have a suspicious feeling that that type of thing is happening. And like in my community, we have something called the Clinton County Doge, and I am here for it. I'm here for it. And I hope it is whoever is running that is someone who has the same mindset as Elon and has their minions looking into things and making sure that that money is being turned around and being used properly. Like in my community, there's a couple of things that could be a little more tip top, a little tip top shape. And I'm really hoping that that is going to happen. I'm a little leery about it. I'm a little leery about some plans that are a little weird and suspicious. That's just what it is. I want to be proven wrong, but right now I just don't know. And so, we have our, like I said, we have our Clinton County Doge out there doing their thing, and like I said, I'm here for it. I like it. I like it a lot. You know, so we'll see what they come up with. And there's been some numbers. I haven't been able to really sit down and look at some of the things that they're talking about and championing about, but I think that's going to be part of house cleaning, my house cleaning that's going to be happening this weekend, just straightening stuff up, straightening life up, and all that fun stuff. So I'm excited to see um some of the write-ups and some of the things that they've been putting out there. It's gonna be great, and I'm going to be all in on it. Okay, so we have all that good stuff and going on. So yeah, so we don't back to Trump and Chauvin. Trump doesn't need to mess with that right now. If he wanted to mess with that, he can do it on his way out the door with the pardons and everything. But it'd be nice to get some more information out there to the people, and rather than, and, most likely the people aren't going to listen, and they're gonna talk about racism, all this other stuff. Yeah, no, no. But sometimes you have to do the right thing. Sometimes you have to do the right thing regardless of what the outcome is going to be. Now, when it comes to these summertime and warm weather riots that I feel like are stirring, 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 they're trying to get their momentum going. I hope that this administration will release the hounds. Release the hounds and let people know that if you get out there and you start destroying things, you're gonna get got. You're gonna get got. I hope the police departments and the sheriff's departments, I hope their hands get untied and they're able to get out there and do what they have to do. And if it requires the National Guard coming out for that state, bring them on out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. Bring them out. You know what I mean? Bring them all out. Let's go. Because I don't want to see that on the TV. I don't want to see that on the news, and that's going to be pushed by the news. It's going to be something. The news is horrible. Big box television is horrible, man. Um, it's just gross. So let's go. Let's talk about something else. Let's move on. So some award shows were on this weekend. I think the one big award show was at the Oscars. I'm not sure what it was, but I was looking at the numbers, and the numbers for that. I don't know if I clipped that or not. Let me see if I saved that picture of what the numbers were like for Hollywood. And no, did I save it anywhere? I didn't save it anywhere, but that's okay. So, but the numbers for the big Hollywood show that was out there and all that fun stuff, it's really, really bad. Nobody's watching these superstars. Nobody gives a crap about these superstars, as they should not, because they are nothing but just weird people. They tried to jump on the bandwagon for Kamala, and it didn't pan out for her at all, and that's super duper awesome. I think we're all blessed for that. They tried to come out for her. Nobody was listening to them. They think they're important, but they're not. There's stars out there that speak the truth, and I like them, but I'm not saying they're important, but I like it because they get it. They get what the majority of us see. And that's great because we don't want our superstars, we don't want our entertainers and jesters to be ate up and delusional about something that isn't a thing. Trump isn't a racist, man, but it's the first thing these guys say. This Robert De Niro guy with his platform shoes, and he got up there, and first thing he said, "I want to say F Trump." I was like, "Wow, dude, just just dance, monkey. Just dance, monkey. We don't need to hear your politics because your politics don't jive with everybody. You're just alienating a whole demographic of people who really did like you. But now you're messing up, man. So just dance, monkey. Put on the hat, put on the shiny jacket, put on the tap shoes, and dance, little guy. That's what you need to do. You need to stop talking your politics because you don't know what you're talking about. And it's embarrassing, and I'm embarrassed for you. Hollywood, just get away from it, man. Get away from it. Start making good movies again. Getting good writers. No woke stuff. Get it all out of there. Just delete it. And let white couples be in commercials again, would you? It's crazy. I saw some commercials. They're making a little bit of a comeback, but for 4 years they made they made white people the devil. They made them the devil, and that's gotta stop. That's gotta stop. I want to see all kinds of ethnicities represented. Black couples, mixed couples, white couples, whatever. I want everybody to have some. I want everybody. You can mix some races. I don't care about that. My little one's a mixed race baby. She's not black. She's not white. She's the best of both worlds in my eye, and that kid is the best. So there's that. And man, it's just so frustrating that this is happening in our world. Crazy, ain't it? But we'll see what happens, I guess, so yeah, man. So that there's that. We got Ben Shapiro stirring the pot. Ben needs to go away. He needs to do something else and stop making crappy movies and free Gina Carano from Disney and all that fun stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. That's a little bit of what I gotta say about that. Something pretty cool happened last night. With the in my area, talking about the radio tower that needs to be going up. In three different areas. I believe we're going on Bullfrog Road in what's that? North of Carlisle, and then the next one is going to be in on the Kaskaskia College campus, and then the one that really was a lot of controversy is the one that they're putting up in Beckermeyer. So we have a triangulation that is going to be covering a lot of good things. And when I say a lot of good things, I'm talking about those drop spots where, and me as a fireman for almost 15 years, having those scenes, we get nervous when we go to certain areas, because if this what we're pulling up into is going to be bad, one of our main concerns is radio. And can we relay our messages with other engines, and can we get the information back to our main hub, to our dispatchers properly, and can the dispatchers get to us if something needs to go down? There's been a lot of times where we've been on scenes, especially during tornado season around here, where we got our units on scene, something else pops off somewhere else, part of our unit has to take off, and if we don't get that information, if we can't get that information soon enough, then there's a situation, somebody's in dire straits, only because we just didn't have the proper communication. And it appears everything worked out on that aspect. So now this goes back to the courts to see if the courts can take restrictions off and allow these towers to go up, because that's what the next move is getting the restrictions off and getting the ball rolling for everything. So I hope that all pans out. And after hearing everybody talk last night, and the gentleman who was maybe the main controversial situation, it was just conversation about, I wish it was communicated better. And if that's the case, I get that. Even the law enforcement officers were saying that last night, that dang it, man, if this was all it was, is that it was just bad communication. Well, that is a hiccup that needs to be fixed, and I hope that is recovered, and I hope the proper apologies can be made, because a good sorry goes a long way. But these spots are easements. They belong to that area. It's not necessarily bothering someone in their land. It's just maybe not what they want to see, or it's not pretty to them, but it's vital to life. And being pretty and vital to life, I'm gonna take vital to life. Okay, so there you go. So I hope peace comes to those who were upset about it. And I really do. I really hope peace comes to those who are upset about it. I don't want people's businesses affected by this. Just after hearing the conversation and hearing what the one gentleman had to say about the tower that's going up near his property, I get it. I get his concern, but we need that tower. Regardless of what his concerns are or not, we need the tower. But I get what he's saying, and like he said, he's not opposed to law enforcement. He's not opposed to first responders. That's not the ticket for him. He was just, I think his feelings were hurt, that the way that communication was relayed wasn't the way that he wanted. And, really, because of the property and it belonging to the Clinton County in some way or the other, he did not have to be notified about it. They wanted to put it up. But this is about vanity, and it's something that doesn't look good. I, man, I'm sorry. Um, I'm not. I don't care. I don't care about that. Care about life. Got to care about life over prettiness. So there's that, man. And I hope everybody finds peace after this. I don't want anybody's businesses affected off of this. People need to eat. People need to go out and have a good time, because this gentleman has buildings that has restaurants, and I don't want those. I don't want those restaurants to get affected because someone's mad about the move that he made. Man, I mean, he was requesting some things, he was requesting some monies. It don't What's happening, it doesn't warrant him getting any monies. I'm sorry. That's just sympathy pains that he wants fulfilled, and the other people that were there weren't asking for monies, but that person was. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. You can ask for what you want. Doesn't mean you're going to get it, but you can. It's a free country. You're freedom of speech, First Amendment. You can ask what you want. Doesn't mean you're going to get it. But you know, we just gotta understand that life over vanity. You got to choose life, and so I'm happy to see that this may be going down the right path, and those towers are going up. So God bless first responders and dispatch. So I think I am going to wrap that up with that and get everything uploaded and carry on. And I want you guys to have a great day. And hey, if you need a good trainer, I love to train you. Okay, so if you need a good trainer, I train at the VFW here in Carlisle, and I do classes. I do strength and conditioning classes at 4:30 and 5 p.m., and they're both 30-minute classes, and then that swings into um, boxing at 5:30, and then depending on if it's Monday and Wednesday on at 6:30, we have powerlifting. Powerlifting consists of squats, back squat, bench press, and deadlift. And then, depending if it's Tuesday or Thursday, we have jujitsu. Arias Brothers of Jujitsu at the VFW. So if you're interested in all that good stuff, please come on out. Please come and see me. I set my gym up. When I'm done, put my stuff away. The hall has the hall, and they can get down and get boogie with it. Then I come right back at it. So what I do with that, all that goodness and fitness, is Monday through Thursday at the times I just provided for you. Okay. All right. So guys, remember, as usual, I love you, even if it's not reciprocated. Okay. All right. I want everybody to be good. I want everybody to be prosperous. And I want our government to serve us properly. I don't want them to get in our way. And I want Doge to keep finding bad people and getting rid of them. All right, guys, take care of yourself. Dark Patriot